120 in total HP. Can he find his elim? No! As the crowd erupts. Top 20 now, though, but King got the job done. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Swap there. Bugha showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Players. Top 15. Meg with an elim. Important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. Williams here is going to have to wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The shadow bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is huge. He does have the 3 shockwave grenades as well, in case height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining, Jack Yarkos. 4 eliminations, everyone in here getting those placement points. Beam from above and goes down. Yeah. No builds, gonna be tough there. Saw him picking up that elim. Bugha, the 5 right now moving forward.
But not only that, 2 shadow bombs left, still with shockwave grenades too. The number 1 point we've seen go for height. It's Sam currently on height. Bugha sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No, shadow bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite doing it yet.
You're looking for a high ground.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit.
My gosh.
The outside. Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Bugha all on the low ground. Bella EU,
one player just shockwave the height. It's still Sam up top.
Still got it. Same floor as Creo, 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Bugha picking up another elimination.
Bugha is insane
now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got the health advantage on Creo.
He does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha could soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to height. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha. What a monster. The first victory royale.
The crowd on their feet. Bugha, calm, cool, and collected, wipes out 5 of the last top.
There positioning the King, the star of the show thus far for game 2. 5 eliminations. We are in the top 25 for placement now, so those points go out. That's got to push King even higher on the board.
Yeah, King was already surging towards the top of our leaderboards. Now could very well be after this game. King spraying on through with the submachine gun. Players moving as fast as they can over this mountain. The left side of your screen, now the full screen. Mku still moving through. Look at how fast he can tunnel. Benji Fishy's still alive in this game, just took down Drakens. Down the hill we go. Road Shark on height right now, but we'll need a waterfall down for a moment. Vivid still followed on up. King down to just 40, 30, 20, 15 HP. Under 10, no, still 17 HP. Will only be at 42 effective health. I mean, if he gets any further than this, it'll be an absolute miracle. And no, down goes King, but I think one of the crowd favorites beginning to emerge today. Fantastic performance at this point. Benji Fishy goes down as well.
A little bit of a crowd building up behind him. Dubs still in a baller at the bottom.
Top 15.
Star sitting on 2 eliminations in this. The entire field is the bottom of your screen on the left with Road Shark remaining up top, forced into the drop. Get away, looks like a shadow bomb to save from any fall damage. Vivid beamed on the rotation up to the ultimate high ground.
Vivid's on height.
Still there too.
Vivid's on height.
It's an opportunity here. Can capitalize and take shots on all these players rotating. At this point, Vivid's best bet is to force players out of ballers into fights. You don't want to let them remain inside and safe. If you pop them out, it may be an exposed position. Other players will take shots, and that's going to get you in a better place.
Look at the ballers. The ballers beginning to scale the mountain. Vivid, I think, still has high ground. Has time to pop a mini by chance? Nope, nothing as of yet. Now the fight for height begins. Vivid building out of arc from in your elimination feed now into our top 10. High ground, but he says no! This is mine, young man! And takes it right back. No mats! No mats! No life! Vivid is out of this game. But he got the elim. He got the elim on the Road Shark.
He's at 2 eliminations, sitting in the middle of the pack right now. 7 players remaining. The end of game 2 right before your eyes, folks. 120 total HP. He can't spend any time out of the zone right now. Player goes down inside the box. Can't quite get in. One right behind outside. Can't find a beat. Issa goes down, placed in fourth. A 1v1. Dubs, the ultimate high ground. The crowd cheering behind him, looking to see if he can capitalize on this advantageous position.
Down low, it's Dubs for Skite.
A little bit of a build-off between the two, layering defensively against each other, but Dubs,
no builds.
One build. The flint knock to save him on the drop might be the play, just outside ahead of the builds. Maybe can catch himself.
Oh my gosh,
around inside the storm. This might be it. Shockwave into the flint knock, in the safe zone, doubling back, another one, a valiant effort. He's got to find a bead, but he won't be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 goes to Skite.
Skite had 27 health left, 8 HP. If he took one hit from the storm, he was dead, but he clutches on up. We heard in the interview earlier.
You got to be careful. Those shockwaves will really sting and take that placement from you.
Yeah, he has been laying low so far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Bugha and Lecce. Lecce, a great game that he's managed to put together with 5 eliminations. Bugha, your game 1 winner, maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place player?
Lecce just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
On Hoodjay too, a big player there. And if this game finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high ground, now it's Bugha. Again, with 11 players remaining, we're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
A little bit less we saw, and he does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan who takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's gonna get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping off as well.
Skite's in this one as well. Maybe he's gonna get a back-to-back win. Riverson, he's got the high ground, he's got the explodes, he sees players, he has 11 builds, so he has to be very conservative with this. Does pop that player in the baller, forcing them down. Going in for the engagement now. More explodes, 5 remaining left. Player lands in front of him, and he tags him up for a lot of shields there, and Riverson has to reset, needs to be careful not to get hit by that storm. Someone's gonna be above him!
He's too good!
An elimination onto Skite. We're now sitting at a 1v1. 2 players left standing here. Who's it gonna be down low? It's Dubs! It's Dubs down low! And Riverson has Dubs on his sight! Who's gonna get the win here? Riverson navigating, tarping. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play defense, giving himself any kind of cover that he can possibly maintain. But Riverson, a few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
Really trying to keep him down to the zone here, Golden Boy.
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and they're just telling him you gotta run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he lands in front of him, and Dubs gets a victory royale on the world stage.
Absolutely incredible for Dubs to connect. Finally hits all of his shots, and nearly a back-to-back performance right there. That is the kind of comeback story you want to see here on the thing around the builds here, trying to keep a low profile. Bizzle still in the running. One of the innovators when it comes down to tarping and pushing out with effective and clean builds.
Just one of the greats of Fortnite altogether. On the side, I was looking at this fight between Ruxin and Riverson. Riverson went for high ground numerous times.
And we're gonna jump into Takamura's POV here because he has 4 eliminations and he doesn't plan on stopping. Neither does Magro, because Magro catches Benji Fishy as well. Taking a look here at Takamura, tarping out. He is gonna fall down and he's gonna get shot a few times here. What's he gonna do is he's going for the high ground. He sees an opportunity, it's his to take. Now jumping over with Mongoose in the low ground. Drops another player right here. Is he going to be able to connect in full? Can he convert here? He does not.
So many players are landing in front of Mongrel here. Coming down to the wire. Top 9 remaining. 1 in front of Mongrel. Does he get the elim? He manages to just get away by the skin of his teeth. And now Mongrel gets up to the high ground. Maybe using this. If you keep jumping on the wall, you won't go out of the shadow state. He gets up top, but there's no one going to be there. There's a person all the way above him. Knocks the structure down. And the player does manage to catch himself and maintain the high ground positioning here. We have some great players still left in this game. But Mongrel with 4 eliminations is looking for number 5. And that was on Nate. We're now down to the final moments. Top 5 monsters. monster.
He had to fully commit there. Those are the maps that he needed. He's still in the game here. He's going to go all the way for it, and that's a trade out with the 109 to the face here.
Huge elimination on Takamura. We're into a 1v1v1v1. Top 4 players now. Mongrel in the ultimate low ground, going up against a player. It's got to be Bugha. The game 1 winner will not be enough against Mongrel, who does get picked quite a bit. He loses a lot of HP. No more builds, but the victory royale goes to the veteran Sam, who manages to pick up a massive win.
Using the shockwaves in the final moments to snatch the high ground, Sam claims a victory, but it's Mongrel who had a ton of eliminations and really was the ruining factor for so many of our top 10 competitors in that round.
There it is, 25. So he's already into the placement points now. It's going to push him even higher on the leaderboard. Everybody left picks those points up too, but as we move, players starting to drop left and right. Sky still sitting on a baller, as well as Fatch. Pika with the ultimate high ground, and Bugha right in the middle, right in the thick of it, looking on the outside. That's a very smart play. In that moment, you have a baller flying up. You don't want those players to hold on to those. Taking the shots to break it out, maybe force an engagement.
Only 8 builds.
15 now.
Out of builds, no movement items, made it to top 15. For me, this is already a fantastic game for Bugha. You've got placement points. Another elimination! How about a second? Bugha, what are you? Win this game, Dr. Lupo. 2 away from more placement points.
Opts to drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, the green pump, 6 minis, and a campfire. 42 builds remaining, and he's just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots I think he could have possibly imagined. Creo picking up an elimination. He's sandwiched between Pika, Piza's, Creo on the ultimate low ground. He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in might be enough.
Still has Mats, 1 player below. Bugha just staying ahead of this. Has only taken 1 score tick so far. Player up top fighting, player down low fighting. Can Bugha make the impossible happen? Dodges the trap as well. Taking a little bit of storm damage. Bugha's got to make it on in. 1 build left, drops on in. Bugha, no! But either way,
it's all good. Look,
he's done what he needs to do. He knows how important that game is. Now we're in our top 3. Pika up top. We were following him earlier on today. Pizzas and Creo all the way down low.
0 builds in Pika's inventory. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to drop in and go for a fight. Cannot connect. Pizzas finds that elimination. Creo gets the final one, and game 5 goes to Creo.
I don't think he can believe it. I don't know if anyone caught it at home, but what he does right there is flint knocks the opponent, hits him for that body damage, and then shoots.
Player count continuing to drop. Bizzle, Takamura, Zay picking up multiple eliminations. 30 players remaining, 29 to get closer and closer. Benji Fishy goes down, Tfue eliminated in the box. Kurtz picks that one up.
That will end Tfue's Fortnite World Cup. Zay drops off high ground for the moment. Bugha's still alive in this game in the bottom right of your screen, still at max HP. He's made it in the top 25. At this point, it's basically a victory lap. Yeah, he's getting beamed out of the sky, but he doesn't care. He'll drop on in, pop some minis. King on the top right had 6 limbs. The guy's an absolute brawler. The 13-year-old should be so proud of how he played today. Lol Boom up top, Crew, the double qualified player as well.
Up another elimination. Takamura goes down.
Bugha now into your top 20. Mongrel, your Fortnite World Cup is over. Vivid's still alive in this game. It's Crew with 4 limbs atop our leaderboard right now. Has most limbs of who's still alive. Bugha there as well. Has all the ammo in the world, not a lot of materials. Let's see how he weasels his way out of this one.
Ball Boom, the ultimate high ground. T-Chef going for a challenge up top. Does in fact take it over. Meanwhile, Bugha, box fight for his life. A little back and forth here. He's waiting to see if this player rotates out. There it is, a big shot. Another elimination.
And he's got near max materials.
Kidding me.
He's gonna trap the ball. Oh, the ball escapes. The absolute siege right now. Bugha still moving through, and at this point, it's a sign of respect. Still wants more. 4 limbs in this game. Box it up for a moment. Pyramid comes through. Bugha still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. 1 build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my gosh.
Bow down.
So
Bow down to Bugha!
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the victory royale in Game 6.
2 left.
1v1. Crew still in it. T-Chubb as well, back and forth. And it might come down to a heel-off. T-Chubb dropping down those campfires. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chubb goes down. Crew with the victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. That could have just secured him hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million by just that game right there with how he does. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Bugha! $3 million richer, the biggest individual prize victory in competitive gaming history.
Ladies and gentlemen, this cup is yours. One more time, your world champion, Bugha! Man, I won't lie, I have a tear in my eye for you, bro. Congratulations. I'm just gonna ask the most generic question in the world. How do you feel right now?
Words can't even explain it right now.